What's up, everybody? You're going to file a complaint against Dave Carey and Judge Patricia Sanders, or I wouldn't be wearing this damn mask. I gotta have witnesses when everything I do in Lawrence County, so y'all can be my witnesses. Peanut butter and jelly bullshit. Hi. I want to file that. I got it notarized. I just want to know what I needed a link for court tomorrow.
What, you need what?
It's an ID link.
Are you going to come in for court tomorrow?
Well, I mean, I thought they said it was a video link, but that's why I need to find out the details.
Give me a moment. It's where all the magic happens, all the crimes. They gotta have a conference for me to file a complaint, which anyone can file a complaint. But it's just different when I'm doing it, I guess. Yeah.
You need to take that up to Scioto County and file that.
Why is that?
That case is up in Scioto County.
No, it's in Lawrence County.
No, sir. Judge Lemons is taking care of that case. You need to go up there
But
to Scioto
I can
County
still
and
file this through the court here. That's not right.
No.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you're telling me I can't file a complaint in Lawrence County where the incident happened?
You've got to go up and file that up in Scioto County because Judge Lemons is taking care of this case.
Judge Lemons gave me a cease and desist order not to talk to the CASA director up there.
Understand.
There's no way I can file that in court. I know I can. How can I?
Take it to your lawyer and see what
I don't
he
need a
says to
lawyer.
do.
You're telling me I can't file that complaint in this
You need
court.
to take that to your lawyer and see what and have him tell you what to do with that.
I know what to do. I can read. I can file a complaint here. I mean, that's not right. You're telling me I can't file a
Go
complaint
down
here?
and see the prosecutor. Okay?
I can't file a complaint here.
Not that. It's Judge Lemon's case.
He's overseeing it for Judge Sanders. It's a Lawrence County case.
I understand that, Joe. Judge Lemons is taking care of the case.
I need a link to video conference tomorrow.
I don't have that link.
So
Call your lawyer.
I don't need Steve. I don't need a lawyer. I mean,
Call your lawyer, and he will give you the link.
I can't get a hold of him. I can't get a hold of him. They told me I could get it here.
I don't know what the link is.
Somebody's got to know. I mean,
Southern County would have to send you the invite. Get a hold of Roger.
But the
your
case
lawyer,
isn't inside
to
the
get
county.
To get it.
you know what I mean, though? But the case isn't. It's just because Judge Lemons is sitting over it in Lawrence County.
Judge Lemons is sitting over that case, okay? I don't know what the link is to it, but your lawyer will know.
I mean, this is some crooked shit, though. I mean, dude, to take somebody's kid and do what they've done, Judge Sanders and everybody did, this is like, isn't everybody kind of getting old of it, getting sick of this? I mean, do you not know the details of the case? I mean, Sanders calls in CPS to take somebody's kid like that and charges the other parent. I mean, I have. It's the judges. It's not the lawyers, man. It's... He's going to tell me I can't file a complaint in the same county the case is held in, which is 100% wrong. I mean, so let me go talk to the prosecutor's office because they'll do a lot. Just remember when it's time to vote, this is what it's like in Lawrence County. To have somebody take your kid by charging another parent and taking your kid from you, from another state, but charging it to a parent that doesn't have custody is insane. You too. Are they still here, are they? They told me I had to come down here, or they said I had to go to Portsmouth, which isn't true. This case is in Lawrence County.
And what is that?
It's a complaint.
For,
I can file a complaint anywhere.
okay, we don't file complaints in the prosecutor's office.
But also, the FBI told me to talk to the prosecutor's office about my son's case.
Who did?
The FBI. I'll let you hear it if you want. It's on one of these. Shit, okay. What do you mean you have jurisdiction over the case? You're in Ohio.
Right now, it's a current open investigation. We have no hands on that case. The case is being referred to Lawrence County. If you have any questions, you can call them and ask them what's going on.
Who do I call? Who do I call?
You need to speak with the prosecutor down there. At this time, we cannot answer any questions for you, sir.
I'll just call him 248.
And so what do you want me to do with this?
I was just showing you they won't let me file it up in the court, which is not true. I can file a complaint, especially when a social worker and a judge have illegally taken my son from Kentucky. But they told me to talk to you guys if the FBI did, so.
Okay, so we don't file.
Yeah, I was just showing you.
complaints
Well,
in our
they told me that upstairs. That's what I say. I get a different answer everywhere I go, but
office. Okay.
So is Dave a Brigham or?
Let me check.
You get a different answer everywhere you go. That's how the lawyers got the scam worked up. It's unreal.
He's with someone right now. Do you want to make an appointment for tomorrow?
Yes, that's fine.
What time do you want to come in?
I mean, whatever's good for them. I don't want
We'll
to
come here at
intrude.
10?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll tell him you'll be here tomorrow at 10.
Okay, thanks. And they won't give me a video link to the case upstairs. They say I have to call Judge Lemons because it's in Sauter County, but it's not true. He's just the judge over the case.
I don't know what they're, you'll have to ask them up there.
I did that. Thanks.
I don't know. I don't let him have to.
See, that's the peanut butter and jelly bullshit everybody plays. Right there. Well, let's go and see if the sheriffs will do their job. Hey, Major Chapman, I need to file this complaint. They won't let. I said I need to file this complaint because, man, this shit's went on too long, man. Against the judge and CPS.
Take no complaint.
I can file a complaint here. You guys said I could if I come in. You told me yourself if I come in, I can. They won't take it up there, which that's. I've never seen nothing like this, man.
You got some of your attorney on this or contact
That's
them.
Chapman. If I'm a pizza guy and I take your kid, it's kidnapping. It's no different if a judge does it or CPS. You're telling me it's
Can't
different.
file no complaint against the judge.
That's not true. How can I?
Nope.
So they're above the law, Chapman. That's not true, man.
You got to get old court of appeals, bud.
They won't rule on the case yet, though.
I don't know what to tell you. It ain't nothing the sheriff's office could do.
But dude, she committed crimes. They committed crimes. I mean, I've got it all proven.
Ain't nothing the sheriff's office can file against the judge.
CPS, you can. Dave Carey. He committed perjury. He lied.
That's up to the judge and on the perjury, not the sheriff's office.
That's not true. If I can prove he committed perjury.
Ain't nothing the sheriff's office can do, Joe. We've already told you that.
You told me you told me if I come in that you are just
I
trying to
said
get
you
that.
come in and talk, but I didn't say you could file charges or file a complaint.
Well, that's what somebody's told me a couple times. What about getting my money back that you guys owe me?
Their money.
Yeah, I mean, I had $50 on my books the first 4 days I was in here, and then I had a little bit of overcharge for some Tylenols, but I ain't worried about that. But
Okay.
oh yeah, and your CEO Bryant took $20 off of me.
How
He
did
told
you
me-
$20?
Well, I mean, he took $20. He didn't give me $20 in commissary, and he said take it up with you, and he didn't. You know, it was just
Did someone bring the money in for you?
no, it was on my books. He just didn't give me $20 worth of my stuff, and then, you know, I told him and showed him and stuff, and he just said take it up with you. Ask everybody that's in
You
here.
should have addressed that one before you left.
I tried. You wouldn't come back here and talk to me. I yelled for you, and I told everybody. I told Spurlock and a few people that was working to get you, and they said they told you and stuff. But
Well, I have to pull your card. I have to have Corporal Williams pull your card.
yeah, I got charged
Let's
20
see how much-
Tylenols for 2 days. That's not possible.
Well, it just depends, and then also if you get charged a $50 booking fee, pay for stuff. So
Then we
we'll
just.
have to check into that.
I think we did. Well, yeah, it'd make us about 48.25 then. But yeah, I only got a Mountain Dew that first time in.
Well, I'll
But-
look into it.
But it blows my mind nobody can do nothing when somebody's committed crimes, though.
Nothing against Children's Services or the judge.
How come they can impeach the president, but a judge can't have?
Ain't nobody impeached the president.
I mean, there's been presidents impeached before. They just haven't been found guilty.
I never will be found guilty.
Nobody's above the law, though, man.
What Children's Services and the courts do is up to them.
But that's
Law
not.
says no,
So if Sanders murders somebody, you guys can't.
that's a different story.
What's kidnapping? This is federal kidnapping.
Kidnapping.
My son's never lived here by either parent. How does that not kidnapping? They charge the other parent. They charge the parent that don't got custody and take somebody's kid. That's kidnapping.
So you'll have to get a hold of your attorney, take it all over your attorney.
That's not true.
That's the sheriff's office.
We all fall under the same law, Chapman. They committed it's kidnapping. If a kid's never lived here and they lied to get him, that's not kidnapping, unlawfully removing somebody's son. So let me ask you this. Is this lawful to take your kid but charge a person that don't have your kid? Would that be lawful?
I'm not getting into that, Joe.
You know it's not.
It's a court case. And
Chapman, that's a law. That
things are done.
Ohio Revised Code says when somebody unlawfully takes your kid or liberty interest, it's in the Ohio Revised Code.
Somebody you don't know, a stranger, that's not affiliated with the court.
That's not what it said. It doesn't say that.
Well, when children services court's involved, if they deem necessary to take
Ohio
the
Revised Code.
safety, that's up to them.
Ohio Revised Code doesn't say that.
Yeah, you'll have to still contact an attorney and take it up through them.
Man, they broke the law. I'm trying to no, but see the court up there. I try to file a complaint. They tell me I got to talk to the prosecutor's office. The FBI tells me I need to talk to the prosecutor's office. They tell me to come here. I mean, that's how the scam works, man. I mean, everybody knows about Chapman. Everybody does. They've been taking people's kids for no reason and to not be charged. How do you take somebody's kid and not be charged with a crime? You don't think that's some bullshit?
You have to get with your attorney about that, bud.
No, it's the law. It's
I'll
Ohio.
check into your money and stuff.
All right,
All right, Joe.
I'm sure you will. That right there is how the Kids for Cash scam works. Because they do the most outrageous shit, and no one thinks a judge and CPS are going to, break the law to take your kid, but it happens all the time. And you just saw a great example of exactly how they get away with it. But for one, I can't file a complaint in court. And number two, Chapman's wrong. Anybody that breaks the law under a Ohio Revised Code, they're not exempt from breaking the law. So there you have a great example of how this scam works. It doesn't say, I'll read the Ohio Revised Code to you guys later about kidnapping. It doesn't say one thing about Children's Social Services or a judge being able to kidnap. I'm out. Now, if you heard part one, when I was just in the Lawrence County Courthouse, what they told me to do, they told me to get a hold of Sauter County and get a hold of Judge Lemons, because he's the judge over the case. Well, listen to what they tell me.
Let me give you their number.
Is that
So you're going to have to contact juvenile court. Let me give you their number.
is that Miss Kenya Johnson's number?
What is it?
Who's this? Is this Secretary Miss Kenya Johnson or?
No, this is the clerk of court's office.
Yeah, I thought Miss Johnson was his cops director or something.
No, juvenile court's a completely separate court than us.
Oh, okay.
So their number is 740-355-8306.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Juvenile court.
Yeah, I need to get a video conferencing link for tomorrow's case.
Do you need to give a video conference name?
I need to receive one.
Okay, I can give you Nancy's number, and she's the one that handles our Zoom, so she can get you set up, sir.
Okay, well, okay.
Whenever you're ready for that number.
Sure, I'm ready.
740-355-8298.
8298.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And also, I need to file a complaint down there.
What kind of a complaint?
A civil complaint, a juvenile probate court complaint.
Is the juvenile?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, was it your child, or are you filing against another juvenile?
Sort of, something like that, yeah.
Filing against the juvenile.
No, I'm not filing against a juvenile. No. It's I just thought it's to disqualify a judge possibly, but then also it's against CPS.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah, one's for disqualification, and also Child Protective Services, because there's a judge in CPS who have put false evidence through court to federally kidnap a 5-month-old baby from Kentucky.
You're saying that somebody else kidnapped the 5-year-old baby?
Well, I mean, technically, yeah. I'm filing it against a judge in CPS in Lawrence County, but they have to. But the thing is,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm that guy. Thing is, I tried to file in Lawrence County where the case is being held, but where Judge Lemons got put over the case, and he replaced Judge Sanders, who was the one who committed the crimes, and so they said I had to file it with you guys, and so did the prosecutor's office in Lawrence County.
So you're wanting to file a case against that judge in that CPS in Lawrence County, but through our court for a 5-month-old child, correct?
Yeah, he was 5 months old at the time, but yeah, that's what I was just now told by Lawrence
Is it the
County.
child that you have the hearing for tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, do you have an attorney, sir?
Yes, but I'm pro se. I live in Kentucky, and I really don't have to have one. Not to file a complaint.
Okay, well, I know you don't have to have one, but legally, that's who you would speak with so they can tell you the legal way about how to handle that, like what exactly you would need to do to file that.
I've got it notarized and everything. I mean, that's all. I mean, under Ohio Revised Code, that's all. I mean, you don't even have to have it notarized, but I mean, I've got it notarized. It's a private legal matter.
Okay, well, I would bring that up tomorrow in my hearing if I were you. And see what they tell you to do about that. Because I don't know, as far as that, you're wanting to file against that judge in that court, you may have to file because they're adults. I mean, we would really do if did you have the child, right? Or you have the child?
No. And the thing is, the judge tomorrow, Judge Allen Lemons, has got a conflict of interest for several reasons. But
because there was that conflict up there through that court, correct?
Yes, there's definitely a couple conflicts of interest. Yeah, because they've been ruling on a kid from Kentucky that never lived in Ohio by either parent, by charging the other parent that didn't have any custody, and it's insane. But I mean, the whole world knows it. It's on RyderCastMedia.com. You gotta check it out.
Gotta get the plug in.
Okay, any questions you have, I bring up tomorrow in my hearing, okay?
Yeah, I need a video conference. Yeah, I need a video conference.
Yeah, okay, you're going to have to call Nancy and give her your information, that number I gave you. And I asked her about that contempt paper as well, because maybe she'll be able to tell you if we'll even handle that through our court, okay?
No, the contempt paper's already been handled.
It's already been handled?
Yeah, they put me in jail because of Judge Lemons. And
so, was contempt used?
They gave me contempt.
Did you not go to court, or what?
Yeah, but I'm wanting to file a complaint against a CPS worker and the judge from Lawrence County, okay? And I've got to do it through Judge Lemons, is what Lawrence County Court just told me. Because Judge Lemons is the judge. He took over for the judge in Ironton in Lawrence County. He took over for that judge who I'm filing the complaint against, and the social workers in Ironton.
Okay, sir, yeah, I just would bring that up in my hearing tomorrow, especially if you don't have an attorney to file it for you. I'd bring that up tomorrow and let them know that you already have the papers and stuff that you're wanting to file through our court. And I'd also, when you call Nancy, I'd speak with her about that as well.
Okay, but ma'am, I can file a complaint. Anyone can. It's just a private legal matter because CPS can file a complaint without a lawyer. They didn't have one.
Yeah, they can file a complaint, but they can file one if the child is in danger at that moment. It's usually the complaints that we get through our court.
Yeah.
Or unless you're filing like that a child's unruly or a delinquent or something like that. But other than that,
what I'm filing is a sham legal process, and I can file it through the court because that's what the case is. That's when you're using. That's when it's not a legal case, but it's being presented as a legal case. That's what sham legal process in Ohio means in our Ohio Revised Code, and I can file it through the court. I just was told by Lawrence County Courthouse. I mean, I can't. You know.
Yeah, but you're filing it against a judge and the CPS worker, right?
That's the people who yes, that's the people who committed the crimes. Yes, ma'am. I mean, there's not.
Okay, where's the child? Where's the child now, sir?
I mean, I couldn't tell you because CPS in Ironton, he's in Lawrence County as far as I know. The CPS in Ironton, they're the ones who committed the crimes. They've taken a kid out of Kentucky, by falsifying stuff through court and saying the mother had custody. The mother didn't have custody. They admitted it. They admitted to lying in court and everything. Judge Lemons was the judge during the court case, and the courtroom testimony is out there in public. Like, you should really go check it out. But you know, it's something sad to see that somebody can't file a complaint to get their kid back when just because judges and CPS committed their crimes. I mean, that's I've read the.
No, you can file a complaint, but I'm just trying to figure out exactly what's going on with your case about the complaint that you're trying to file, because
I'm filing a sham legal.
That court up there.
Yeah, I'm filing it to get dismissed. I'm filing to get my son back. I'm filing. What I'm filing is perjury charges against.
But you want to get your son back, correct?
Well, yeah. I've been trying to for a while.
And what is the hearing tomorrow for? Do you know?
I'm not for sure. I'm not exactly for sure. Nobody is. My family's got an attorney. I've got an attorney on the federal level doing a federal lawsuit. It's not really the issue. It's the judges.
Okay. Yeah, I would just bring that. Is your attorney going to be with you or going to appear over Zoom tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, I would just have your attorney. I would actually speak with him, and he would probably need you already have the paper of the complaint, correct?
Yes.
I probably, if I were, I mean, I can't really give you a legal advice, but I'd say that to have your lawyer review that paper, your complaint, to make sure that's okay, and make sure that our court can even accept that, because I know that you can definitely, if you feel like it's something illegal, you can definitely file a complaint. I just want to make sure that it's going to be through the right court, because we usually handle cases as if, like, it's going to be a CPS that's involved through our court. But, I mean, parents can file complaints against other parents, things like that. I just don't know exactly the legal way you'd have to go about doing that one.
Yeah,
well, so I would talk
it's
to
really
the
to get the case dismissed.
make sure you want to get the case dismissed.
Well, yeah, because it's a sham legal case, and I can prove that. It's not that hard, you know, and that's what it's for, to get the case dismissed tomorrow.
Okay, well, yeah, I would definitely just anything that you want brought up, just don't forget to bring it up tomorrow in your hearing.
What time is that lady? What?
I believe, what's your child's name?
Ryder, Atkins, or...
I want to say that they're at 9 o'clock. I know we had a 9 o'clock and then a 9:30, but call Nancy really quick before 4:30 comes, because you're going to need to set up your Zoom if you're going to appear by Zoom anyway, and she'll be able to tell you exactly, okay, sir?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Just call her really quick.
Okay.
Or leave her a message at least.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Bye-bye.
She's not trying to give legal advice, but I need to speak to my lawyer and see about how I go about doing this, and it sounded like bad advice to me. But okay, so here's the person I called a few times, Nancy, because the court in Sauter County doesn't know what time the case is. I couldn't get a video link, and I can't file a complaint against CPS and the judge who committed crimes, but yet they can file contempt charges against me and put me in jail when I haven't done anything. And I wasn't contempt. It's some bullshit, man. But this is what happens, and this is why it's got to stop. It's got to change, because everyone knows about my case, and it's out in the open. And Judge Lemons, he's a dirty-ass motherfucker, and so's the rest of them. Here. Here's the lady I was supposed to call to get the video link.
Yeah. This is like probate. I'm filing lawsuits against you over a house.
Assignment Commission for Judge Alan Lemons. Please leave a message and I will return your call as soon as possible.
So,
Yes, ma'am. I need an ID link for a hearing tomorrow. My name is Joe Adkins. Can you contact me back?
so I called Sauter County Court, like the bailiff told me, in Ironton, and they don't know what time the case is, because I've been told, about 10 different things. And this is why the scam works. It's called Kids for Cash. The scam originated by judges and rich assholes who were locking kids up in detention centers, and the judge was getting a kickback. This is no different. This is exactly what happens all across our country. listen to what the FBI told me. And the FBI knows about it. They're getting kickbacks too. They gotta be. Because when you don't investigate a case involving a child, something's wrong in this country. Listen to what the FBI says. Yeah, I've called a few times about a case in Southern Ohio, and I was wanting somebody to...
It's been referred to Lawrence County. We have no jurisdiction at this time over that case.
Well, actually, what do you mean you don't have jurisdiction over the case? You're in Ohio.
Right now, it's a current open investigation. We have no hands on that case. The case is being referred to Lawrence County. If you have any questions, you can call them and match them what's going on.
Who do I call? Who do I call?
You need to speak with the prosecutor down there. At this time, we cannot answer any questions for you, sorry.
All right. That's a different answer. That was different. I've never heard them tell me that it's an open investigation. They can't talk to me. Maybe it's a good thing. I doubt it, but that's the first time they've ever told me that, and I've called over 100 times. And it's crazy to think that you can have your kid taken and there's not shit you can do about it. Judge Lemons won't rule on the case because if he would, I could appeal it and it would be thrown out because it's not legal and it's criminal what the judge and CPS did. But Judge Lemons is in on it too. He's a dirty motherfucker too. All of them are, and they're all gonna pay though. Every single one of them, because court transcripts prove exactly what Judge Sanders did. You can't just lie and take somebody's kid, but that's exactly what happened here. And it's not hard to prove when my son's never lived in the state of Ohio by either parent. I mean, that's pretty easy to prove, and I'm the only person with legal custody, but yet they're going to illegally take my kid and charge the parent that doesn't have custody. I mean, are you kidding me? And that's bad, Lawrence County. I mean, y'all covered up my sister's murder when I was 8. Lawrence County Detective Jimmy Sargent covered up my sister's murder when I was 8 years old. The whole town knows about it. I had a private investigation done recently, and he was shocked at how out in the open it was. And there's all kinds of evidence, including multiple eyewitnesses to my sister's murder, but, you know, Lawrence County detectives covered that up. And now you have a judge and CPS who federally kidnapped my son from Kentucky by charging the other parent that doesn't have custody one day after trying to remove custody from me, but there was no emergency and they couldn't. Man, that's some crooked ass shit. And for Deputy or for Major Chapman to tell me that I can't file charges and that a judge, that there's nothing they can do against CPS and a judge, that's wrong. Because if they commit crimes, like you heard him, if Judge Sanders committed murder, well, that's different. Well, kidnapping is not much different. It's, you know, it's close to the same level. But just remember that when you vote for sheriff this year, when you vote for Sheriff Lawless or you got to vote for a judge, just remember this shit, because there's some dirty ass shit, man, to take an innocent baby with some bogus bullshit falsified information through court. I've never heard of a judge falsifying information through the court. I've never heard of that. That's a new one in Lawrence County, and Judge Sanders belongs in prison, so does Dave Carey, and so does everyone involved. I mean, to have a judge falsify evidence and accept it is insane. Judge Sanders got exposed July 15th trying to do an emergency removal from me, but I live in Kentucky and so does my son. And instead of contacting Kentucky, because they would have been like, what the hell, there's no emergency, because there was no emergency. You guys have seen my son. So for that same judge and CPS not to call Kentucky, because they have to. They're mandated reporters, meaning we're all mandated reporters, meaning if I see abuse or you see abuse, neglect, whether it's sexual abuse or whatever kind of abuse, you have to report it to the local authorities, to the appropriate authorities. So for the CPS worker, Dave Carey, and the judge to falsify information, and for the judge to accept it the next day when she knows that my son's mother doesn't have custody. I mean, she knows because I was in court the day before. I mean, knows for a fact that I'm the only one with legal custody. That's insane, and that happens in our country, and that's why the family juvenile probate system has to be opened up to the public, because, man, there's all kinds of parents who are having their kids taken illegally, and they're not being charged with crimes, and they haven't done anything. Matter of fact, the courts and the judge and CPS are committing the crimes. They're kidnapping kids, and I never knew about this before it happened to me, but I'm telling you all, go to Facebook and check out all the Facebook groups and just talk to some of the parents. I mean, there's tens of thousands of people that have this happen all the time. I've talked to hundreds of parents, and they're heartbroken because there's nothing you can do. CPS and family court's untouchable, and the FBI knows about it. Everyone knows about it. They're all eating off this. They're all making money off of it. That's why the system and a lot of people that are in law enforcement and the people in government have a lot of their jobs that they do because the crime rate's lower than ever. So you got the government creating problems and then putting people in jail. They put me in jail for 30 days for contempt, and I'm not the fucking criminal. Judge Patricia Sanders is, CPS is Dave Carey and Tenica Ferguson, and Judge Alan Lemons and those folks, they're the fucking criminals. I mean, when you commit crimes against a fucking 5-month-old baby, you're on the bottom of the totem pole. You are the sickest people ever, and that's CPS and that's family court. And trust me, CPS is not Child Protective Services. I mean, they're involved in some scams, child trafficking. Who do you think's doing all the child trafficking, human trafficking? CPS. It's not everyone, and that's why it's so hard for people to see what's going on, because you might have 10 people that work for CPS, and 3 of them might be involved with a criminal organization, and that's typically how it is. And then you might just have 1 judge out of 4, and let's say Lawrence County, that's involved with the criminal organization, getting kickbacks and getting paid for this shit. But then you got places like Riverside who make money off referrals from CPS, and they only do CPS referrals. I mean, that's a conflict of interest if my business partner brought me millions of dollars, you think I'm going to tell him what to do? Or you think I'm going to let him call the shots if he's my only source of income and he's bringing me millions? And that's why CPS makes the last call. And you heard the guy that gave me my urine test, the same guy who tried to flunk me and then asked me for a bribe, but yet, in court they tried to say I offered a bribe. And dude, I recorded everything, and I haven't even put everything out there yet. There's a documentary being made about this, and it's insane this can happen in our country. But welcome to Larry County, and welcome to CPS and Family Court, because this is really what goes on, and you just witness it. What can you do? And the judge knows, Judge Lemons knows, that's why he won't rule on the case, because he done got exposed. He's the only judge that I've ever seen not dismiss a case when the only person filing a complaint, the only witness in court, admits to lying. Like, who does that? Who doesn't dismiss a case when the only witness says, I'm a scumbag, I lied? Congratulations, Judge Lemons. Sauter County and Lawrence County, Southern Ohio, congratulations. This is why I moved and don't live there and never wanted my son there, and y'all still got to him. That's how dirty and corrupt it is. But I don't know what else to do. Like, I'm about to start I'm about to protest, but I'm about to start a riot. I'm about to burn the whole fucking world down, because, man, this is some sick shit, and you're witnessing it. And what can you do? This is your government. This is where your tax dollars are going. How much money do you think they've wasted in Lawrence County on this case? I guarantee you that they wasted $1 million. You got to think. Let's see, they've had Judge Sanders on the case, Judge Alan Lemons, Judge McWhorter. That's 3 judges. They make $200,000 a year. Let's see, all those child CPS workers that's been on the case, like 3 or 4 scumbags there. CPS director and the CPS director, assistant director. Okay, and then, the GAL, that's another lawyer. A lawyer for the other parent. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's easily $1 million. And this is why, people are struggling, and this is why you pay more in property taxes. This is why the commissioners, Lawrence County commissioners, they need to be voted out. I mean, this is the people. They employ Dave Carey and the scumbags that have committed crimes to obtain my son. They employ him and don't do one damn thing about him. How do you think the $1 million man, Freddie Hayes, got that multi-million-dollar home? I didn't know Freddie Hayes was born rich. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is our government, and this is America. It's not the America. It's not the America that I thought it was. But man, if this shit don't change, family court, and the family courts aren't opened up, it's never going to stop. There's thousands of parents. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of parents who are having their kids taken illegally. I mean, just answer this. Would you think that you could have your kid taken and you've never committed a crime? Would you think you could have your kid taken and you're not charged with a crime? You just have your kid taken by CPS and the judge. but you don't get charged with any crimes. Now, that in itself should be a crime. That's fucking insane, y'all. I can't even, I'm shocked, but go to Facebook groups and just look at some of the groups I'm talking about. This is a Ryder Cash story. I'm out.